Hey, welcome back. Broader market update for January 10th, 2022. Wow, what a difference 24 hours or so makes. Last night I was, decidedly bearish. Didn't know if those moves were going to happen in one day. I never think moves like that are going to happen in one day. But we really got into that volume pocket that I was showing, and quite frankly, bought it back up. So nice stand by the Bulls. We still have work to go, obviously. Holding the 50 um, EMA on the daily, but there's still a lot more work to do. We have Jay Powell speaking tomorrow. I think it's his confirmation hearing, so maybe some more volatility, maybe not. We'll see. Um, it's not like it's a Fed day, but it can always make the market a little bit uneasy. But want to look at the Nasdaq really quick. Just quickly take a glance at this. We were looking at this last night and said it could really come into that volume shelf, and boy did it. And this morning at Charts for Charity, Big Greeny pointed out that he was expecting a move, and he's been watching this one like a hawk. And I said we needed a crescendo down, and boy did we get it. And Big Greeny was right there to really lay some wood to it. I had some orders in that didn't get filled, but anyway, once I saw that we were back above this range and not really going to make a new low and cross those EMAs back over, I was pretty bullish for the second half of the day. So it was really good to see that. I have a lot of tech and a lot of growth in my portfolio, so I was really excited to see that. Um, and then on the Dow, smacked that top of that range that I had put in quite a while ago, um, almost to the penny. But it's now under the 21 daily EMA, so not out of the woods yet there. Not out of the woods yet in small caps. Small caps did hit my uptrend line, but there's not a lot of support there. It's getting pushed down by all the EMAs too. So hopefully we don't see more washout. But if you saw my post earlier with advancers and decliner, we're about 65-35 on decliners to advancers. I want to see more capitulation than that if I'm really going to be ready to call a bottom. Um, doesn't mean that today wasn't a bottom or could be the near term bottom, but normally we need a really strong selling day. And while it did start out that way, it didn't end that way. So we'll see. Really quickly, a couple things I want to look at. The SMH, it did have, it fought right back into the bottom of this volume shelf. It's still below those EMAs too, so we'll see how that goes. But it held within the range, which is better than it falling out of the range, which was one worry that I had. Um, you know, Looking at cybersecurity stocks, they had a really strong day. Sentinel One, 13% from bottom to top, which is really strong. CrowdStrike, I think close to 10% or thereabout, bottom to top. Palo Alto, it's been flirting with this 500 for a while and undercut it today. Still closed down by 0.5%, but where it was at, really strong day. Cloudflare, um, it did a similar move. It started down, but even pushed up 10% and 3.5% for the day. So really strong move for net. And I bring those up because some of these names have been discarded. They still have work to do. They're still below all their moving averages. They are still in downtrends. However, I feel like with everyone sort of championing financials and energy, it might be time to take a stab at some of these names. Blackrock, something that I own, undercut its 200 SMA today. Not a good look. It had fought it off the previous 2 days. It also has earnings coming up on Friday with several other financials. Looking at the XLF, it didn't lose as much as BlackRock did, but still really extended from its 9 EMA. So it has room to the downside if it really wants to come. If the bank earnings aren't as great as they could be. If Jay Powell says something that upsets the apple cart with them. I think energy looks better. I mentioned I liked, that's not Chevron. I like Chevron, but look how extended it is too. Now, granted, it is breaking out. Maybe if it comes back into this 118, 117 area, it might be good to try to get back in if the breakout holds. And then finally the XLF. Again, I think it looks better than the financials, but still, sorry, that's the XLF. The XLE, I think it looks better than financials, but still, really, really elevated and stretched up past those EMAs. So I'm cautious with where I'm going to add now. The broader market still showing that we have work to do to the upside. The path to least resistance seems to be to more downside potentially. Jay Powell on the hill tomorrow. You never know what you're going to get. So I'm not full in buying everything right now, but it was really nice to see buyers step in. The last thing I want to touch on really quickly will be Bitcoin. Bitcoin really started the day off with the huge shake, but I got to reiterate this. I can't reiterate it enough. Bitcoin below the 21 weekly EMA is not bullish. Bitcoin below the 21 weekly EMA and more than 3 weeks under 50 RSI is not bullish. That doesn't mean long term I'm still bullish, but right now I am not ready to add any significant crypto other than my normal buy program that I have every week. So it's small scale. It's basically dollar cost averaging. But as you see these areas highlighted, these are all the spots that it's under the 50 RSI on the weekly for more than 3 weeks. And some of these go on for months at a time. And yeah, you can say, well, Bags, I want to buy here and sell here. Well, you're absolutely right, but I would rather it be confirmed than have capital tied up, in the trade if I'm trading. And I'm not trading. I'm not trading crypto. I don't trade crypto. And if you're a trader, this isn't necessarily for you. I'm just giving you my philosophy. So, looking at Bitcoin to get up there, I mean, we still need close to 20% to get over the 21 weekly. That can happen in days or hours, so I'm not too concerned about it. But narrowing down on the daily, we still can faff around down here some. 37, 38's still a real possibility. I might be a little more eager to scale in just a little bit more than what my dollar cost averaging is, but nothing crazy. I want to see this ship get righted back to the upside. So that's it. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone's comments and liking the videos. So I'll try to do this. I'm not going to promise I'll do it 3 days in a row all the time, but just felt like today was one of those days that it might needed. Maybe I needed to do it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope this helped. Daddy loves you. Take care. Let's do it again tomorrow, and hopefully we'll all make some money.